things are not looking too good for Boruto's manga. The sales for their physical copies keep decreasing. Here is a sales graph from Oricon and Shoseki. As you can see, when the first volume was released, the numbers are pretty okay. Although it's maybe because people are curious to see the child of Naruto in action. But it seems the following volumes are not that much desirable, as it has been decreasing since volume 1. Now we are at volume 18, and the sales did not even reach 50,000 copies within the first week, and far from reaching 100,000 copies in the second week. I have read this pathetic excuse of a shonen manga, and well, I see it coming. I guess the reader did not find the story to be interesting enough to keep them buying it and reading it. I believe it was because of the disgrace they put on Naruto and Sasuke, and made them almost completely useless throughout the whole story. The story now focuses on mainly two characters, Boruto and Kawaki. Any other characters beside those two is now considered a side character. Even Sarada and Mitsuki, who was supposed to be on the same team as them, is now non-existent. The character that we see at the beginning of the manga, the Chunin exam, all of them are non-existent, and probably they're just gonna be used when the final arc happen. The anime, although, give them some chances to shine in the filler arcs, but we all know that's not canon. Even though Naruto did the same thing back then, and now we somehow feel like it was superior to Boruto in that aspect, I feel like in Naruto's case, they introduce each character in their own unique way, if you know what I'm saying. Like Gaara, Neji, Rock Lee, these characters made us invested in them and what they had to offer for the story. In Boruto's case, when the Chunin exam arc rolled up, they just hit us with what I call recycled characters. We don't feel interested in them because we already know where they are coming from, which is from their parents that came from Naruto series. I'd say that Kodachi Ukyo, the man who was in charge for the early part of Boruto, is the one at fault, because I feel like even at that point, the story was too heavily focused on Boruto, as if the world was revolving around him. I get it that he is the main character, but even after having his character development, I still couldn't stand him at all. You can make an argument that if you read Naruto without the nostalgia bias and Boruto, you would get the same grade. But I think in the first place, Naruto didn't need any next generation story, as his story was the perfect from zero to hero kind of story. In the first place, he was alone and hated by everyone in the village. He worked his way up, gaining everyone's trust and achieving his goal of becoming the Hokage. Boruto's goal, on the other hand, was so boring compared to Naruto. He wants to be like Sasuke, the Shadow Hokage who protects the village. It is not a bad goal, but it's nothing compared to Naruto's goal. Long story short, Boruto's manga is a fucking mistake.